came here because I had to see you. Had to.
Oh, Jasper, I really don't understand this. I mean, I was right there for 3 years. Remember? Square peg, round hole.
In the movie The Holiday, we meet Amanda and Iris, two women from different worlds who swap homes for the holidays to escape their romantic troubles. In Iris's story, despite fully understanding the situation with Jasper, she couldn't bring herself to give up on her love for him. Anchored by the immense time and energy she had already invested, Iris felt compelled to continue waiting. She reasoned, "I've been in love with Jasper for years, waited for him for years. Why give up now?"
You have never treated me right, ever.
Oh, babe.
Shush! You broke my heart. And you acted like somehow it was my fault, my misunderstanding, and I was too in love with you to ever be mad at you, so I just punished myself for years. But you waltzing in here on my lovely Christmas holiday and telling me that you don't want to lose me whilst you're about to get married.
Fortunately, Iris came to recognize her cognitive bias from her own experiences. Fully awakened to the reality of her situation, she chose to move on from Jasper, embracing the possibility of new beginnings. Iris's previous endeavor, her reluctance to leave Jasper despite the poor future prospects, is a classic demonstration of the sunk cost fallacy. Why is it so difficult to leave a toxic relationship? Why is it hard to leave a job in which we feel we've invested years? The sunk cost fallacy is a cognitive bias that compels us to continue with a decision or course of action because we've already invested significant resources, time, money, or effort, even when all current evidence suggests it's no longer the best choice. This bias traps us in past decisions, preventing us from making rational choices based on present and future benefits. Essentially, we struggle to let go of what we've spent, mistakenly believing that these past costs still wield influence over the future. Several psychological dynamics explain the sunk cost fallacy. A notable principle at its heart is loss aversion. Loss aversion refers to our tendency to strongly prefer avoiding losses to acquiring equivalent gains. For example, the pain of losing $100 feels significantly more intense than the pleasure of gaining 100. This drives us to continue investments that aren't paying off, simply to avoid the emotional discomfort associated with recognizing a loss. For example, you stay in a high-paying job that doesn't fulfill you because you've invested significant time and effort into your career. The pain of losing the job and the comfort it provides significantly outweighs the uncertainty of change, leading you to irrationally hope for a change in circumstances against the odds. Another psychological influence of the sunk cost fallacy is called the framing effect, where the way we perceive costs matters. If we frame these costs as losses, we feel compelled to continue our investment, whether it's time, money, or effort, because quitting would mean admitting defeat and losing what we've already invested. For example, Iris saw her emotional investment and the time she spent waiting for Jasper as something she would lose if she decided to leave him. This perception made it incredibly hard for her to consider moving on, even though staying in the relationship only brought her more heartache. Together, these psychological dynamics illustrate why breaking free from the sunk cost fallacy requires more than just recognizing the fallacy itself. It demands a critical reassessment of how we frame our past investments and a willingness to shift our focus from what has been lost to what could be gained. There are several strategies you can use to overcome the sunk cost fallacy. One approach is to reset your mindset by zooming out. When you're too caught up in the details, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. Take a step back and evaluate the situation objectively. Focus on what's best for your future, rather than dwelling on what's already been spent. Another strategy is called zoom in. This involves examining the numbers and specifics in detail. Assess the costs incurred so far and weigh them against the potential benefits moving forward. Sometimes, cutting your losses early allows you to redirect those resources more effectively. For example, if you decide to leave a high-paying job that no longer fulfills you, you could redirect your time and effort towards pursuing a career that aligns better with your passions or offers a better work-life balance. This strategic pivot not only optimizes your resources, but also enhances your overall well-being and satisfaction.
Now!
What exactly has got into you?
I don't know. But I think what I've got is something slightly resembling gumption.
Much like Iris in The Holiday, the journey to recognize and overcome the sunk cost fallacy is both challenging and essential for making decisions that truly benefit us. By embracing an understanding of psychological influences such as loss aversion and the framing effect, we can gain deeper insights into our own behavior. Remember, it's not the past investments that define our choices, it's the potential of what lies ahead.